So lights, camera, action is still in process, and I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay, so you're just seeing like random fuckleness, but here you go. What's up? How's it going, my guys? There's some light. I'm waiting for the music, but it's not happening. We don't know why. I don't know if I should do this. I should just do this. I'm in my little nest. Ah, fuck it. I'm just keeping lights. What's up? How's it going, microphone? No, I'm not handsome. I'm a fucking wreck today. But it's okay. I choose to be like this. Okay. How are you? I'm going well. And you? How's life? How's life treating you? I'm just gonna put the music a bit down because I don't wanna like fucking scare myself with the music. Hey cats, how's it going? Okay, let's get into this. Had some crazy shit going on. I've got him high over the weekend. I wish I was you, my guy. Hope you enjoyed it. It's always a nice feeling. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to draw and stuff like that. Because I haven't put in a little bit of energy into drawing lately. I just took a break from it. You have to, otherwise you just get too much like into art and you start to like, I don't know, go bland. Okay. Yeah, me and my friends had a good time. That's good. That's always with friends. You can never go wrong. Come on, camera, don't be so high. There you go. Like, get your shit together. Fuck sucks. No. Sorry guys, my little cat jumped into my fucking closet and closed itself. Cheers, cats. This guy walked over and hit on my friend's girlfriend and he's the drunk that gets violent, so yeah, I got knocked out. Oh, well that happens. That happens. Let me get a darker pencil here, you guys. Wait, we can see shit. I can't even see shit. And I woke up with a bad headache. Yeah, that happens. Look at this thing. She's so lovely. She just keeps wanting attention. Can you leave me to do my job? Dude, this cat fucking goes everywhere. It's insane. I'm trying to do something here, cat. This cat is fucking on everywhere now. What will you be drawing today? I don't know. I'm trying to actually kind of figure that out. I'm just exercising now. I'm just loosening up a little bit. Get my brain to understand it can draw and stuff like that. Usually it happens like that. Come down here, cat. My lord, this cat is gonna do a story. Can't see shit. I'm working with this. This is what I'm working with, you guys. Don't show ass to the screen. I almost died at the gym today. How the fuck did you almost die at the gym today? Mother says eco lifting. You shouldn't do ego lifting. Lose control on bench press 35 kilograms. Yeah, you shouldn't. You should only press to what you can. That's why they say if you want massive growth, just do 5. Borella Jur, I'm glad you loved it. I'll do the hook and the right side. Yeah, that happens. That's why you should only limit yourself based on what you can do. Don't go for 1 rep, go for like 5 so that you have some in the tank left. Yan Lee loves you. Hey, what's up? I don't know what your story is, but I hope you never forget your life has value. Keep going, and I hope your brighter days find you soon. Wishing you nothing but the best. God bless you. Thank you, Yan Lee. Appreciate it. I try to push with 2 hands on the right, but it doesn't work. Yeah, you should usually check out, like, learn to know your body more. Like, I only do like light workout and heavy workouts on separate days, but I always make sure to keep both in hindsight. But you don't always need to go crazy. Like, you will regain power no matter what you do. If you gym, you will still build massively. So it's just, it takes time. And only people that usually boost up steroids, yeah, don't go that way. Like, the way they do it, they are allowed to go as heavy as they, however they want. But because we don't use those things, we can't just push ourselves and think, yeah, this is us. So usually just take it easy. But when you go heavy and think it will work, that's usually when shit goes south fast. You know, you see. Probably because bench press 2 days in a row. Yeah, you shouldn't do it twice in a row, bro. You should really just give your muscles time to relax. It usually just needs that. If you don't give your muscles time to relax, it stays small and you just get stronger, which is, you know, if it's what you're aiming for, it's perfect. But if you're aiming for a little bit of growth, you should never do muscles on the same day. You should look it up. You should always keep yourself limited for the day. Like, I do chest on Mondays, back on Tuesdays, and then legs on Wednesdays, and I keep them separate from each other. Because if your muscles actually do not grow in the gym, it really just grows when you're sleeping and eating. That's all time when it grows. In gym, it only swells, like you only get swollen and shit like that. But when you go home, that's when the real shit happens. It's when you really get into growing. Yeah. Don't be bored. Microphone, smoke a doobie and chill. Buona Beasts, how's it going? Flash? Flash what? Oh, you mean no? It's not a Flash. This is just a character I'm designing because I'm warming up. Actually, I'm trying to warm up before I start the real art. What can I do? I just chill out, man. If you're bored, it means you're in the mood to like be a motivational doing something, but you just don't want to. Yeah, now I know you're bored. Yeah, you can still see I'm always one step behind on drawing hands. Everyone, I think, struggles with a little bit drawing hands. Anyway, so I don't know what I'm drawing here. It's like a guy just shouting out. Yeah, microphone is a hard fucking part to draw. I don't know why. Why are we struggling with this? I don't know. Cut it off. Yeah, straight. Just cut it off. Hello again, friend. It's been quite a while. Hey, Sleeping Dino, welcome back. Pirates with 2 hook but no hands is an artist's dream. Yeah, imagine. Hey, Harley, how's it going? Thank you, I really appreciate it. Today I'm just in the mood a little bit to exercise a little bit before I start with my original drawings. Okay, but and then not to fuck it up as well, I guess. Shit, that mouth is gonna stay there now. Okay, I need to improvise. There you go. Hey, Wisteria, how's it going? I don't know what type of anime are we going for here. Like what type of style I want to like invest in, but I'm just gonna invest in some unique type of old, you know, the old type of animes. They always used to have this type of shit going on. I literally don't know the physics of their hair, but it works. Hey, how's it going, Wisteria? And then the clothing was also like, what the fuck was going on there? Shit, how does it work? Yeah, I fucked up, chat. I fucked up. Nice drawing, thank you, Wisteria. Yeah, I'm literally, that's why I was saying, I'm just warming up because this is not usually how I draw. I draw way better than this. If you're new to my channel, let me just show you some of the things I actually draw. Like, this is the things, you'll be surprised when you're gonna look at this. This is actually something different. Okay, let me just show you. Like, I draw way different than what you see now. Like, this is the type of things I usually work with a lot, and I get a lot of like good things in, but this is actually after I warm up and stuff like that. Just get my toes in the water, you know how it goes. And then after a while, yeah, I start really pumping up the shit, but it takes a while. So, like I said, my brain needs to be warmed up before I can just get back into it. Like this is just not the thing I saw in the last live I saw. Oh, thank you. At least now you know. But yeah. So I'm just trying to get some of the sauce out of my system. Yeah, let's put in that. I'm just gonna make sure this works out. Now I'm gonna start just sharpening in the corners. I'm more of a digital artist, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, a lot of people they are nowadays. It's the digital world. It's the new thing. The only reason I'm just doing traditional is because I've been raised more with only my limitations of only being able to draw with traditional stuff. There wasn't all the digital stuff available to me at the time, especially after the development first, because it didn't came out until like 2000 and something, and by then I was already like rooted into doing this, and most of my money had to go for like food and rent and stuff like that, so I couldn't just like jump on the idea of this. But yeah, I rather spend my money on pencils and erasers since it's cheaper than spending it on digital, which is also cheap if you look at it long term. Like after buying these things, I don't think you ever have to worry about erasers and stuff like that. But yeah, also in my country, we struggle with load shedding. We have power outages. So you never know, maybe one day you can have it and the next day you're just not allowed to have it anymore. It's only because I kind of have this phobia of paper, so I really don't like touching it a little. Oh, yeah. I understand that feeling, man. It's like it's like it makes you cringe a little bit at the feeling of paper. Yeah. Luckily, I cringe at the texture of jeans. In this one, there's a phobia for anything out there. You can name it. We can go and Google. It will be there. And 99.9% of AI bros had that installed default. There's even a phobia of the numbers 777 I've heard of. Why? Probably a religious thing. I always like how religion people always have this way of, how can I say? A way to make a satanic or a god thing out of a deity thing out of everything they see. Like, to me, it's crazy. I understand, like, sometimes, you know, and what the fuck is playing right now? Get the fuck out of here! Alright. Let me just find my pen. I want to finish actually this art piece. I stumbled upon it right now. This is going to be like a comic piece. This is a teaser for the manga that's coming out. I'm going to draw this one so you guys can understand. You'll probably have a lot of questions about this one, but this is going to be my biggest one yet that I'm busy with. It's an anime. Or like, not an anime, it's a manga that I'm drawing, but I'll show you guys now. So let's just get on the journey. Just drawing the little things that was supposed to be drawn. So this anime is actually, this manga is actually going to be like very cool, because what's happening here is more like, you know, I've said this a few times, but you guys have watched Gravity Falls. So in Gravity Falls, they have like these twins and stuff, and they have to like figure out the mysteries of the forest. This is also brother and sister, but they're not twins. One is older, one is younger. It plays an important role in the whole franchise of this thing. So what happens is they have been traveling a lot. They're foster kids after the parents passed away and stuff like that. It really left them scarred a little bit, but they went on to the notion of, you know, surviving, and they moved around a lot and stuff. And then their mother, you're gonna like trace it over with pen so it's more visible. Yes. I did this whole design with pencil first, and I'm finished with it. I've just abandoned this part because I was busy with the anime, the manga as well. But I'm coming back to this one just to finish it a little bit, because it's going to be a poster like in one of my books. I have a few comic books of my own, and each time I draw like a mini poster or teaser or something like that, so people can be like, okay, so it's going to be more or less like this type of art, this type of storyline, this type of notion, okay, and then, you know, people can get a bit more out of it. But yeah, so this one is going to be where two twins, not two twins, a brother and a sister, where they'll be foster children and stuff until they turn of certain age. There was a house left into their will for them to have, and so it was finally time for them to move back. So after moving back, this was their child home where they were like raised before things really fell out of order, before they went to the foster house and stuff like that. So after coming back, they realized there's a lot of things left unsaid and undone, and a lot of memories was like opening and stuff. Then all of a sudden, something in the forest was weird. Now, I can't tell you too much about the forest, but there's a whole story, lore, and shit like that behind it. Now, can't put too much out of it before I spoil it. But yeah, they eventually notice something's not right with the forest, and their whole mission is to find out what's going on in the forest before a lot of people can get hurt. Now, unlike Gravity Falls, where it's just a happy go lucky type of thing, this will be dark. It will be cynical. It will be hard to like digest at some points. And yeah, it's gonna be a very different thing than your usual mangas. This one is very mysterious. It's very horrific because at one point, so this is an eye, right? This is a big thing in the whole comic book. This eye, there's gonna be like, okay, so this guy's gonna be infected by the forest in some way. At least I'm not spoiling anything. There's way more to know. Okay, but he is infected by the forest. Okay, the brother. Now, the brother is infected by the forest where he sees eyes everywhere. And so I want the viewer, you, the person that's going to watch this comic book, when you read, there's going to be an eye on every page you turn. And so you have to look at these eyes because they're going to be very important telling stories. For example, maybe there'll be a point where these two will argue about something, right? And the eye will be here at the back just looking at you. And then on the next page, that eye doesn't look at you anymore. It's looking sideways. It's looking away. And then you ask yourself, why is the eye looking away? And sooner you'll find out that long after, you'll find out that the eyes were always turning away for some reason, but not for nothing. There was actually something in the dark looking at them. And that's just one of the fucking many hidden things that you'll be knowing about this. Just trust me, this is going to be a blast. I'm going to leave so many Easter eggs. This is not going to be just a typical comic book. I'm leaving this comic book with little treasure hunts, and this is what I want. Like, everyone makes a comic book with fucking, how would I say, everybody makes a comic book where it's always just a reading back and forth. But this comic book, I want to make it a treasure hunt. I want you to have something to enjoy while reading. So you have to take good action on focusing on what's going to happen with the characters in the comic book, and then also you have to like pay good attention on what is there that you're not seeing that will make sense later. And I bet you won't find them even after I'll show you. Like at the end of the series, at the end of the season, they're gonna talk about it and stuff like that, and you'll be like, what? And then you have to literally go back and see how the fuck did you miss that? And it will be there, and it's gonna be like ha-has, you know? We're gonna be like, how did I not notice? Can you draw Chris from Deltarune? Yeah, I can draw that. Let me just see how it looks. Like, what is that? Let me just see. Chris Deltarune. Oh yeah, it's very simple. Very simple. Anyway. So yeah, no, I think this will be actually a very good one, because also I'll be focusing a lot on the details at the background, which is also going to be very good clues. When you look at the background, you'll see certain things like a massive statue hand in the water. You'll see massive, like there will be a gear turning on one of the diners as a logo brand. Like it's going to be the Gear Diner or something like that, like the turning wheel diner, whatever you want to know about it. And the big gear is going to be actually an important part of something else. They just use it for the wrong reasons. And so all these things will be in the open, and you will never know what they are for until the point comes where you'll be like, oh shit, it was for this and it was for that. So that's the idea of this, is to keep everything a mystery until it unveils itself, kind of. So it's not just an anime where you read the story. It's actually more than that. It goes deeper than that. And the more you read it, the more there's certain things you never knew about it, and be like, oh, okay, shit. Now that I'm reading it again, I'm understanding her side of the story, his side of the story, and so on. Yeah, what happened in Innistrad? I only said I eat cats. Remind me of a girlfriend. Yeah. Also eating cats. But yeah, it's just some. This one is going to be one of the biggest ones because what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to see if animators will actually invest in this so they can make the animation themselves, which I think will be crazy. But yeah, we'll have to see. But I think this is going to be a crazy one. Even the characters has a very important role that they're playing, and unless you are quick on your feet to understand what's going on, you'll miss it all. And it will be funny. It will be time of layback. It's not always serious. It's also going to bring in the homie vibe because certain people are going to pass away, so you have to like take in their character as soon as possible and feel like home and everything. It's going to force you into a feeling of sense of that, you know, you belong, and then they're going to take it away, and this is where shit's going to get real and hit the fan, and you have to like depend on whatever you have. And it's going to be sad and stuff at certain points. It's going to be funny. It's going to be very mysterious. It's going to be frustrating sometimes because you will ask, why that thing? Why is it there? Why is this happening? And a lot of the things that's going to happen in the future will be like, shit. It's going to be so intense that you have to go back to watch it again because you don't feel you've watched the full series. You feel like you've only watched certain parts and you didn't see the rest. And then you have to like go back and be like, no, I need to see again to know for sure I've seen this right, you know? They will die. It's going to be real sad. Yeah, it's not going to be like everyone dies. It's just going to be, hey, what's up, Lavender? It's not going to be like death to all. It's gonna be like certain things are going to be complicated. I can't go too much into this. But yes, certain things will get a bit too complicated and dark. And then, you know, you have to like take it in as it goes and be like, oh shit, this, oh shit, that. And then, yeah, it's normal. It's going to be... But it's going to be an adventure. That's actually the main aim I want to do here. I'm trying to design the most unique animals, the most unique... like, I also draw... How can I say? Like, what the fuck's the environments? I also draw the fucking environments. I'm going to kill myself with this goddamn language. So, I also draw, like, strange environments, but I want to make this environment so magical, it's non-existent. I want to make sure it's fucking A-grade fantasy, not this low-key bullshit like there's 5 trees and that's where the mystery lies. No, I want to make sure it's not just trees and shit. It's mystical living trees that they're not just plants, they're descendants of something that used to live. And even though they can't breathe or talk to you, you can, okay, let's say they can breathe, like you can hear the forest breathe, you can hear the heartbeat sometimes. I want to do like, you know, Avatar, the blue guys? Those people tried their best to make it feel like an alien planet. So I want to do the same, but it's not an alien planet. It's just a forest, silver pines and stuff. But there is something about the forest. Now, I can't tell you all of that, but it's something about the forest that no one will ever know unless they go and read the comic book when I post it. And so I want people to understand that once you understand what the forest is all about, it will all make sense, and this will actually like give you a sense of, you know, this is different, this is actually different, and it will fuck with your mind. After reading this, you'll lie on your bed and think, like, what if this is true? What else can be true more? I mean, this will actually stir philosophies in your head. Be like, but what is life if this is a thing? If this ever could have happened, what would that be? What would this be like? And why is this here and why is that here? This will question like religion, technology, politics, shit like that. Okay, not politics, fuck it. Hey, Wisteria, I got a real question. Give me that. What's the question? Is giving personification. Yes, personification. And the thing is, I also need to like angle everyone's personality, because you can't just go around and be like, they all have to say something you want. I have to make like one person is a funny person. So whenever shit gets real, I really need to be like, even though I hate it, I have to make him make jokes about things that's not necessary and not allowed actually, but they do it. And so, you know, but I need to do it, and this will shape actually the whole anime. People will be like, oh, okay, shit. So I want to make this really all about personality and imagination, and then the fantasy as well, because the fantasy part is going to be hard. And I really want to make sure I can shot this out of the ballpark. Okay, so also they'll have a robot. Its name is Dax. So, oh, Jax, sorry. It's called Jax. And this robot is designed by the Big Brother, and then her powers will be inserted into the robot so it can live on free energy. So, what are the words saying it's above the girl? That's my question. This one. So, what are the words saying above the girl? That's, oh, you can't always protect me, Leo. And then he'll say, okay, let me just write this. Okay, so this is like a short snippet. Now, the question is, everything that you've heard, can you put this together? Their little dialogue. I can see he's saying, I know. Okay, so she says, you can't always protect me, Leo. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna be sad, it's gonna be happy, it's gonna be longing, and at the end, it's gonna be 7 seasons as well. So, you have to strap onto your boots, but I always make sure that it's not getting like off track, sidetracked, or anything. In fact, if anything, it will make you more curious each episode because each episode will introduce a new thing. This is Academy. What is Academy? Is it like an anime? Is it like a movie? Is it like something? I need to know because I don't want to create something that already exists. I will fucking cry. You know how hard is it to make your own original content and then someone already fucking did? Or you know what actually pisses me off? When people say like, is this something to do with that? And then it has nothing to do with it. Like, imagine I designed something that's literally just an uncle and his son and people are all like, yeah, like Rick and Morty. And you're like, no, there's nothing like Rick and Morty in it. Yes, it's a guy and like a grandpa and his kid. But there's no fantasy or traveling or anything. It's maybe just a fucking drama or a horror movie and people are like, yeah, like Rick and Morty, and you're like, no, how the fuck can you compare things just because there's an uncle and a little kid in it? It's just not right. But yeah, I get that a lot sometimes, and then I'll have to like explain to people like it's two different things. It doesn't correlate to each other. Hey, what's up, the guy? How's it going? Movie or anime? It's gonna be anime. It's going to be a manga series. It's going to be 7 seasons, and each season will contain 12 episodes. And then also, it's going to end up with a movie, and the movie is necessary for you guys to like eventually end with a good note, I would say. Because there is some sad stuff that's going to happen, and so we need to know like what's gonna happen. That's why there's gonna be a movie, just so that we can have shit straight and know. Okay. Hey Anthony, how's it going? But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to watch out for and to actually look at. But yeah, this will be actually very good. Cheers, Wisteria. Hey, Blueberry, how's it going? Welcome back. That happens to me. I make an original character and someone is like, oh my god, is that insert character? And I'm like, no, it's not a character. That character, yeah. You know what? Especially like uncles and shit. Fuck, can't see me like that. Look, I look like the worst person I can be right now. Gotta get this thing out of my hair. It's getting worse. Okay, like some people, like adults, like very old people, they've watched, like perhaps they know Pokemon. Anything that I draw, anything that's of own design, they'll look at it and be like, yeah, that's Pokemon. Or someone will be like, is that Naruto? And it doesn't even fucking, the guy doesn't even have hair on his head. And they'll be like, yeah, but that looks like Goku. I'm like, how the fuck can Goku have no hair, but it looks like Goku? How can, and the facial features are not the same or anything. It's very hard because people assume, and this is what's strange. if someone designs something on TV, they're not a human being. They're not a human being, but something malevolent, whatever. Because the reason I say that is people don't think, because I'm not qualified, right? I don't have a qualification. I don't have any major defeats in art industries and stuff like that, right? So when I design something perfect, particular, they'll be like, yeah, but because you're not famous, rich, or anything in between, we'll just assume that you don't have high A grade quality ideas and that this must have been taken from someone else's designs that is rich and powerful and has so many defeats and certifications about how to draw. And perhaps that's not you. You have to like, you needed to take it from someone else. And I'm like, why do you feel like that? I mean, what dictates my uniqueness? What dictates my quality in art? I'm not the best in the world. I do understand. I mean, there's a reason I'm sitting here is because I'm not perfect in what the fuck ever I'm drawing, right? But like at one point, a lot of people will come to tell me, those who are well versed in anime, well versed in a lot of things, they come to look at these things and I feel like this is unique. And they'll be like, dude, how the fuck did you generate an idea like this? And I mean, you should go. A lot of people, and this is what I valued, and this is when I know I have a good way of thinking when it comes to art. A lot of people told me I should have been rich by now. I should have made things happen by now. And I do understand what they're saying. I just have a lack of certain things in this area because I'm so good at art. I'm so bad at marketing. I'm so bad at spreading the news, the word, that I'm literally doing YouTube. I'm doing lives and stuff like that. And then finding out other people telling me like, hey, dude, there's Patreon, there's this, there's that. Why don't you post it here? Why don't you post it there? I'm like, why the fuck don't I know these things? And that's where I have the worst of talents. I don't know how to market myself. That's why I kind of leave it to you guys to market me. If you really felt like there's a way to market me, I would love that. I would appreciate it even more. But I don't do those things. I don't do marketing about myself. I'm trying. It's not that I don't want to. I'm trying, but it's very hard. But yeah, let me read some of the comments here. No, you're a person. I appreciate it. Judgmental. Hey New Moon, do you remember when I started making Blueberry, when I first started making her? Yeah, I remember. This happens with my original character's love note so much. He's constantly called knockoff paper too by a friend. I have it make me mad low-key genuinely also with any purple bunny character like, no, it's not Jax. Yeah, that's the fucking issue nowadays. And so whenever, if you're an artist and you like to draw and stuff like that, don't try to compare yourself with other people and don't try to tell yourself like perhaps you can never be original. You can be original. You just need to mention yourself that you can be original and do your own thing. I know Jax is like this PlayStation game, right? Look, I have also, I'm not gonna lie, I have certain things probably was inspired by some animes, but I didn't use their characters. I was just inspired by it. Like, let's say something has, I don't know, I have to think of the tip of my head, and I don't know, there's so many. Let's say there's, just for stupid goddamn sakes, let's say there's a female in anime that has a tail, and it looks like a lizard's tail. I'll be like, wow, that's something fucking beautiful. Let's do something with it. And I'll maybe draw a female with, instead of a lizard's tail, maybe a kangaroo's tail or a lion's tail or something other than a lizard. Because I'm inspired that they use an animal for it, so I'll be using different animals for it. But like Jax, when you say Jax, I'll use it if I feel motivated, but I'm not gonna draw the Jax. I'll draw a Jax that's different, a Jax that has different features. I'm just inspired by his features, so I'll take it further. I'll take the ordinary and make it extraordinary. It's not a unique idea, but it's an upgrade. And I think it's like music. People make music, and it's not long until it hits a trend. TikTok and all those places, they're gonna fucking edit and slow down and put certain things in that song until it's perfect. And then they'll release it, and then be like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then I'll tell you like, hey, there's an original song of it. And you'll be like, there is? And you'll play it and be like, shoot, it doesn't even sound that good. The most edited thing sounds better than the original song. People can tell me what the fuck ever they want. If you manipulate and remix someone's song, it always sounds generally better if it hits, if it's a trend. So in the same way, like sometimes I use some ideas and I do edit them, but it's not the same editing. It's really different. I really take it out and mix it and change it. I do not use the same thing. Otherwise, I might just draw references, which I also do. I don't shy away from references. You sound South African. I am South African. I'm from Daspoort, Pretoria. So, Gauteng. Now you guys know my address. Come kill me. Anyway, so the thing for me is, um, like I do reference drawings as well, especially for fans and stuff. When they have like this thing they want to see, like, hey, can you draw My Hero Academia or Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever? Are you a teacher? I do teach art on Mondays. I didn't do that this past few Mondays, but yeah, I'm a teacher as well in art. Not like with education, just with experience. Hey, what's up, you little fucker? How's it going, pizza? But yeah, I do teach, but only in my field of experience. I'm not smart in art. I'm just very well versed in it. So you can take whatever I say and then you can make more out of it if you want to. That's up to you. I'm not the answer machine. It's warm today, yo. Fuck yeah. It's fucking warm. I'm wearing my vest because it's hot. I'm sweating like balls. No, it's fucking cold today, bro. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. I just want to finish my preach. Anyway, so what I want to become is like Luffy said, he wants to be king of the pirates. I want to be king of the pirates, but I have to be fucking well versed. I'm trying to paint faces nowadays. I'm trying to like up my game with that as well. I'll never stop ending my teaching career because of anything else. And guys, don't go and fucking do art career, art school, anything like that. It's fucking stupid, man. The streets of Josie CBDs are empty, bro. Riots apparently. Oh yeah, fuck. Today's the 30th. Yeah, they're fucking each other up. Get your Snoop Kiri radio. I'm out of the. I'm not in the streets where, like, I'm not in the location where the protesting is happening today. Sorry guys, for those who don't know, pizza and me, we're living in the same country. Today there's gonna be a big fucking riot for immigration, for illegal immigrants and stuff like that, and like it's gonna be a protest. People are gonna die today. Like literally, it's one of those days. It's a death march. It's people are just gonna fucking burn buildings, kill people, harm others. But at least I'm out of the range of where they're gonna march. They're marching like in a different cities, right next to us, but it's just not close enough for us to even hear or know about it. I know, Bolt, it was like 10 p.m. to, oh, I want to try and draw Gangle soon. Oh, so yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things now with the Afrikaners, with us white people here in this country. That's why I want to move to America. Just want to get the fuck away from here because here is not safe. Not for my skin color. But anyway, let's get back to art, where I can still survive. So I want to be mastering a few things. Like I want to master portraits, how to paint. I'm very well versed in pencil and pen art. That was actually the mission of my life, was to actually be good at drawing with pen and pencil. It was the only thing I wanted to perform with. And now I'm doing paintings. Today I'm gonna paint a forest. Oh shit, you can see. I'm gonna draw a forest. I'm gonna paint a forest today. This is actually something I want to do. I don't know if you guys want to be here for that, but this is the thing also when I'm gonna paint. Not a lot of people are gonna be here looking at it. I'll probably have like one viewer because it's boring. I'll literally just slap paint on a canvas and it will start looking like something, right? But I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna play music and I'm just gonna paint. And so that's why I think a lot of people are gonna be by then. Now I'm entertaining you guys. So it's different. Hey, Ivan, how's it going? Yo, hey, how's it? I am indeed being here. Yeah, thank you, Muichi. I really appreciate you. But yeah, so I'm gonna be just drawing for a little while. It's 11 now. I'm gonna start painting until 2 p.m. Gonna start exercise a little bit, get them gains, and then yeah. Fucking nose are itching, man. I'm sick as well. Fucking shit broke consistent. I'm gonna sub real quick. Thank you, really appreciate it. Thank you, Mature. Didn't you actually like? There's a guy, or there's a person with the same name than you, or it's the same person. I don't know. But thank you for the sub. It's some Kegel drop says, bro. Yeah, it's for Kegels. I need them. Otherwise, my ball sacks will be like a sack of dice in my pocket, and I'll be sitting on them constantly. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank you, the guy. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Actually, I should write your names down in my list book because I draw little characters for people that subbed to me. I shouldn't give up on that system. Where the fuck's that book? It's a list. It's a book with lists. Those people will be mad at me if they know I lost that book. Okay, I'm gonna write you on a paper and just place it. Oh, don't worry. Found the list. I found the list. Okay, so this was the previous list, like of people that I had to draw that was just here. What's that so tough? Oh, you play stomach book. Okay, so I'll just write your name. Jeez, just get some light on this shit. Umichiro XCYNSS. I'm kidding. And then the guy named Carrot. The guy named Carrot. Okay, I have you guys. So I'm gonna remember Friday, this Friday. I draw people. I have a township just up the road that the military trucks frequent stop by. Also, immigrants maybe 2 kilometers away. Could be hectic. Oh shit! You should take videos of it. People love to see that shit. Yeah, it's crazy here in South Africa, man. People are just fucking killing each other. Okay, for good reasons though. But it's not a way to go. Like, it's not how we should try and solve things, but it's out of my hands. I don't know what those people are going through. I mean, if you have to take someone's life for some reason, I'm not going to be the person to tell you, like, it's not valid. Anything goes, man. You have to think for yourself, like, when people be like, yeah, let me just quickly judge you for everything that you've done, you have to be careful to know that that person went through something unexplainable. No one is a good person. No one is a bad person. There's no such thing. Sometimes we'd like to judge them because it feels like we have a lot of emotions. Drive me crazy. They've been stealing wheels this week. Oh shit. I have my car parked in here. Well, fuck bro, ek ry 'n Opel light karretjie, so hulle moet hom maar net steel en klaar kry. Sorry guys, I was just saying something in Afrikaans. But yeah. But life goes on. You know, I feel like I want to philosophize today. Like, I have so many philosophies about things, theories, and I want to say my say, but I don't want to say it too loudly, you know? You don't want to lose people because of your thinking. I fucked up, but let's just move on. Honestly, brew for civilization to work. Hey, what's up, Orange Cat? People must be civil. This kind of unrest doesn't end until there's nothing left to fight for. We have no enemies, brew. Let me tell you something. You're right as fuck. There's no way you're wrong. There is no way that you are wrong on this, okay? But let's debate this just in five minutes. First of all, I just want to say I do agree with you 100%, and there's no other way better to say it the way you did. But if we have to, like, really explore here, just for the exploring, not to agree to disagree. We already agreed, we passed that. But if we want to shed some color of ideas on this, the world kind of needs chaos. I believe that there's no reason for chaos, but there's no order either without it. We do unfortunately need to live in this contrast, and It's only by, like, let's say we get order all over the world. There's order everywhere. Certain things is still chaotic. Like, everyone works in harmony, okay? But nature will still cause miscarriages, sicknesses, illnesses. A black plague comes, and there's no order behind that. There will become chaos will derive from it, and there's unfortunately nothing we can do. Maybe sometimes we can try our best to be like, let's keep order. Even in the midst of chaos, we're gonna try. Someone will be weak-minded or weak-willed and will have to fight this. There's a reason in nature why everything is looking so orderly. Like, it really looks like it has a rhythm and a pattern. But go look at when it rains. It's fucking chaotic. When the wind blows, nothing looks normal. When there's earthquakes, it always happens, and tsunamis, and so many catastrophes on Earth that's happening, and it has no rhythm to it. But afterwards, after a mountain has burned down, after a storm has plummeted everything, the beautiful part of peace and real algorithm and order grows. Plants grows in systematic patterns, and there's new rivers forming good performance of river flowing. I don't know how to say it. And when you look at nature from a distance, all those chaos, it really looks, for some reason, there's a beauty in it. I'd really like order, but having order means we're just trying to control something because we feel afraid that we can't control anything. That's actually a big fear. It's why religion is such an important part. It's because people are too afraid to trust the idea no one is behind this wheel, and we have zero control about it. That's actually like my brother. He's like he has like a heavy temper. And I think, or what I believe, and I can be wrong in so many angles here, but he feels like when he's angry like that, he has control over his situations, because when we grew up together, he didn't have a lot of control over his life. A lot of things in his life happened, and it really fucked him up. And whatever he said was against him. Like, you could not control these things because it was in the hands of your parents. Like, Pizza, our parents are a little bit strict and fucking angry as fuck. I don't know how bad your parents was, but my parents, they weren't bad parents. They suck out the control you have as a kid. Whenever you want to, like, open your voice and be like, I digress, I don't think you're right, I want to say something about this, I disagree, and then your parents be like, how fucking think he's slim, that cuck. And then you have to be like, and then they ruin your life in certain small sections, not your whole life, just sections of it, where you felt like you could have been happy, but they just took it from you. Like, you won't dream, you will work, you will do this and that. And then, yeah, it really gets bad. So in his defense, he developed this type of notion that he should be mad at fucking everything. Whenever he's mad at something, he feels like he's dominating whatever issue is out of control. He does not stress like normal people stress about things. Like, oh, I stress about tomorrow's work. No, he'll be like, fuck work tomorrow, fuck them, fuck all of this. And then he feels like he's having a grip on his life. And the paradox around this is, it's usually never in good control. Like, you're not actually controlling shit. It's an illusion that your fear, your feelings actually controls. And you feel like, yeah, I have this. And then when you look at the end results, it's so fucking crazy. You didn't get anything, you didn't win anything, and it's more out of control than before. So I learned a new thing, is to let go is the answer to a lot of things. It's not the perfect answer, and goddamn, it feels unfair, especially when people have committed heinous acts against you for no reason, and you are seen as evil. You have to let go. And Taoism, there was this guy, he used to say, in the mind of ego, or something like that, in the world of ego, the loser always wins. And what that means is, in a world where people fight with their egos, if you give yourself up first and be like, I'm sorry, and this and that, usually you come out above, not in the way of your words, but people will look up to you because you were better than. When I was a child, don't get me wrong, when I was a child, I was so fucking mad at those words. Like, why the fuck forgive anyone? And still, to some extent, if I can vengeance my way through things, I will. But I do calculate my anger and be like, okay, I can stay mad, remain this way, and I can try to see how this is going to play out. But it's not going to happen for me. It's way beyond me. It's fucked. then I start to say, okay, let's trace back to our steps and be like, it's okay, it's cool, I forgive you, and you try to let go. Trust me, there will come a point, karma will fuck him up as well, or your window of opportunity will arrive, and you can say, I will give you shit, or I will let it go. But you will have the chance to give that person the same amount of karma he gave you. And here's the beautiful thing about it. It's not what you do to other people. When you have to make the choice of peace, it saves you from ruining what was once peaceful in things that was actually joyful. Like when he gets mad at his relationships, his family, his friends, and now he has none of that, which he had a lot of. He was gifted with love and the company of love. But because of his madness of being so angry at everything, it turned into spicing up, perhaps injuring, like, it literally starts burning everything you touch, in a sense, if you understand what that is. I do have to say, like, he did change a lot now. Like, now he's really, like, going through the script of changing, right? Like, I think all of us do, but in his way, like, he's trying to learn now that, you know, sometimes we have to let go. We can't keep exhausting our resources on shit that just can't exist anymore. And once you, like, exercise that, because life will always make you mad. Life will give you madness. It will always make you angry. The practice here is not how to be angry or to absorb negativity. If you can just fucking reason with yourself that, yes, it's unfair, but let's just not invest too much in unfairness right now. Let's just wait until it comes back. It will come back to you. Let's just wait for it instead of keeping it here. Can I just give you some profound Taoism story here? It's a very short story, but they stick to me for fucking years. There was two monks, and they were walking on this path, and one is an old monk, one is a young monk, walking on this path, and they found a lady in the river drowning. Now, if you're well versed with Taoism and Buddhism, monks are not allowed to touch women. They took an act of celibacy, they call it, and so they're not allowed to touch women in any way. So in this way, they saw this woman in the river drowning, and the one monk goes and picks her out of the river, helps her out, save her life. The young monk obviously was a bit angry at this, but he let it go. So they walk on for like 2 hours in silence until the young monk he broke, and he's like, why did you pick up that girl? You know we're not allowed to touch women. And the monk looks at him and he's like, I put her down on the grass 2 hours ago. Why are you still carrying her? And that took like a profound hit to my brain and be like, shit, the mindset of this. Why should we keep holding things that, you know, gets overbearing with us? Hey, go to heaven, how's it going? So your realtor acts this way because it seems unjust. I see that. Attempting to take control by the most effective means, which are drastic. Yes, and that's where, you know, I see things like, it's okay. If that works for you, an honest meaning, if that works for you, it's fine. It's just, I have seen this. I've seen angry people. I have seen people going through these negativity is a thing. It happens. But I've seen people trying to consume themselves with it. They become sick. They become backwards, indulge either in anything that can dull the sober thoughts with alcohol or drugs or weed. I used to do that. I myself, I'm still going through life. I'm not mastering this at all. I get so fucking mad sometimes, and I get like childish when I get mad, and you know, I can't do shit about it. I can do something about it. It's just very hard. So I'm not judging anyone with anger problems or anything. It's just, it's very hard. I do understand that. And feelings are not something to just control. I can't control those things. When I get lust, I don't even recognize myself anymore. And then I feel shit about it afterwards. Like, why am I so lusty as fuck? But I'm a man. I'm just wired that way. And I think we all have a sin or a thing that's burdening us, a shadow of sorts, a demon and such. But we all have them. And to tame them is a lifelong journey. It's not something that just because you're aware of it now, it will just fucking evaporate and you'll control it or something. It's a lifelong journey, and it will come to ease in the near future, but it's just not something you can just handle. It's not like driving a car or mastering bicycle. It's a very hard thing to do. As long as you can feel guilt, and as long as you can feel like you need to change around that. Oh jeez, this cat's gonna jump. Let me just catch it. Oh, don't worry, she ran away. Cognitive dissonance, I'd say. Yeah. Two ideas that conflict who we want to be and who we actually are. That's true. The song is too happy for that chat. Yeah, yeah, it really fucking, it doesn't work, right? There's one thing that's bothering me a lot, and I need you guys to answer this for me because I don't know. I really don't know. I did do ChatGPT, and that actually made it worse. Who are you as a person? We can give the names and what we are, but are you like what identity, what forms, what's the baseline, the foundation of your identity? Because if I look at this, you are only what you have seen and witnessed. Your past, you are what your past created of you. I mean, you could have been so many different people depending on your past. You would never have ended up here with this type of personality if it wasn't for those things in the past. Now, it does not affect you directly, but like the way we've been talking, regrets, deniabilities, sad parts that passed away, whatever, it does conflict change in you. And it's usually not on impact. It usually happens years after when, let's say, too many girls cheated on me. I don't trust love anymore. I found the right girl when I was young. I do trust love. Are you just the definition of your past? Are you just a collective amount of memories that builded this personality? If so, then you're just a collect of, you don't have a soul. Like, you're not a person. You're just a noise making, like, you're just making noise based on your past. Yeah, we are a summary of our experience, yes. So are you really a personality, or are you literally an identity? Are you living life, or is life just living you? I mean, I don't want to get too fucking philosophical, but I mean, what part did you live out, and what part is actually being lived through you? Are you just the observer and making noise, or like disrupting the observing? This is where I'm at right now. So it's not very smart questions. It's just fuckery questions. It's just questions that really bothers me sometimes, because I like to observe. I observe people. I observe things. That's why I'm an artist. It's because I'm a collector of observing. I don't know much. I don't know really. I don't have a lot of information. Like, I don't know a lot of things. I know philosophers, and I know whatever I'm tuned with. I don't know shit about cars. Do not open a car and tell me. I know where the engine lies, you know, the fucking basic shit. But I don't know shit about cars. You can't ask me, like, where is it? Is it flooding? Is it doing this or that? I don't know. I don't know shit. And more basic stuff I don't know about. I'm illiterate. I don't even know anything much about my own country. I don't know anything much about my own history. I've never went into these things. I had school. I just never paid attention. That's how bad it was. I like to take good care of what I see in what I care about. If I like something, I will never forget it. And I think that's for everyone like that. But yeah, what do you want the answer to be? I think if I had an answer, I wouldn't have started off with a question. Unfortunately, I don't have answers for these things. That's why I leave it at a question. That's the thing, that also why I'm not a very big Christian person. Like, if Christianity exists, all due respect and love, I hope you find it all the way. But for me, the only reason is because I do not need answers now. Yes, I'm fascinated by the questions, and goddamn it will riddle me. It will actually keep me awake at night, but I don't need the answers now. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with dying without knowing. That's actually, it goes against what humans actually are for their curiosity, but I'm okay with not knowing. Sometimes I'm just leaving it as that, and I let it come to me in some ways. If it doesn't come to me, I'll forget about it. That's the gift of nature. It allows you to forget, so that you don't need to kill yourself for some information. So I just leave it until I let my limit speak for itself. Yep, we are as limited as we are limitless. Yes. I mean, that's a paradox. Actually, a beautiful thing that you say there. I actually should write that down. I actually should make an art piece of that. But yeah, I like that. I like sometimes thinking too much will kill the observation of something, you know? I'm not a big Christian as well. Yeah, like I do tell people, like, I actually motivate people to be Christians because it has good ethics, it has good wisdom and morals. Just don't go political into Christianity. That's the way you ruin your fucking life. Just dwell and dwindle on the idea. Just go on that. Like, I tell people, a lot of Christians, I ask them, you can talk a lot about Christianity, but how do you act it out? Do you actually walk in your religious path? Did you marry before you kissed anyone? Did you actually, do you pray on your knees by your bed at night? Do you actually keep full faith? Do you not swear? Do you keep your body clean as a temple? Did you honor your parents? A lot of dumb things. But did you do all those things to respect your faith? Or did you go and drink and just be you, which I think is normal, just be natural? And actually I had to go and forgive yourself or ask God for forgiveness so many times because you just couldn't help yourself. Because I think forgiveness is the punch hole in religion, because I don't think if you designed sin, that's why you would design forgiveness, but it's a dumb gear. Why do you go in circles with that? Like, why do you make people with free will and sins and then forgive? It's like suffering in new merits. It's like you're finding new ways for people to suffer. I'm gonna give you something that's easy for you to suffer on, and I want you to say sorry to me because you're suffering under it. Because you're nothing but a worm. We are just meat. We make mistakes. We are just made like this. We're not perfect. Well, maybe don't focus so much on the question and focus on where they're coming from. Also a true thing, I don't even know where it comes from. That's the only thing I don't also know. But that's the beautiful thing about it. Like, I would also always love to learn. I don't want to, God bless, there will never be a time where I won't know everything. I'll always learn something. Existential crisis, bro, yeah. But that's what I'm happy with. Like, I'll always keep myself away from arrogance and still be arrogant sometimes, but I'll always keep myself open. You know what hurts the most? When someone that's very young teaches you something, and then it's something in your field. Like, I was drawing the other day, painting, and this kid comes up and he gives me the weirdest information about how to paint. And at first I'm like, do you paint? He's like, no, I found out by someone else. Is it true? And I'm like, I don't know if it's true. You actually fucking baffled me. And I tried the style he was talking about, and it actually fucking worked. It's actually why I'm gonna try and paint again. But this time I'm gonna do a forest. So he gave me like a perspective. He didn't give me like art advice. He just gave me some perspective around art, and it really shook to my gears. I'm like, fuck, dude. And usually it's okay if you say it out of the blue, but after I've preached I know art and you come and give me that minute detail that fucking moves mountains in my beliefs of art, it frustrates me. Like, it makes me angry. Like, you're so fucking young. If you're fucking 14, I'm 28. It's a big fucking difference. How do you know these things? And, you know, sometimes you have to allow yourself to be open. And so I keep myself as the student and the teacher. There's times where I'm going to be a student, and there's times where I'm going to be a teacher. But I'll never be rude for what I do know. I'll never be rude. If I say something that I know is true to me as myself, and you say, no, it's not true, I will not convince you. I will leave it be. I'll take in what you say, even though it's not my information, it's not true to me. I'll take in what you say, and perhaps I'll dwell on it for a week. That's just me as a person. I'll observe and overthink all at the same time. So I'd rather take in what you say and not fight it, because that's when my idea of discovering turns foul, I would say. Not just myself, but also change often. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Never be the same person. Humans are animals. We aren't special. Everything is a roll of a 1 in a million sided dice. It's a labyrinth. But thankfully, we have an animal inside us to appeal to. Without it, we'd have no reason to exist. Bruce, sounds like you need a good vent. I always vent like this. It's a bad habit. I vent like this. Sometimes in the mirror alone, sometimes with people. The thing is, I can't vent like this in front of people. This is what's choking me, right? I have friends, and good friends, very good friends. It's just these are not the things you talk about. They're not into these things. They're not into going into big life lessons or let's talk about philosophy or something educational. They like small talks. They like to talk about series. They like to talk about movies, games, what happened to the weather today, something on the fucking surface of society. And I like to like delve deep. I like to go where it hurts, where honesty is policy. And with them, sometimes I lose the wheel a little bit and I start talking about it. And I can see they're starting to open up their phones and looking down and trying to avoid the conversation because sometimes I talk about death and some people like to push it under the carpet. And so when I see they get uncomfortable about the conversation, like this type of conversations we had, most of the time they start to avoid it. And then I do get the picture and I'll be like, oh shit, sorry. And then I'll brush it off. I'll be like, but yeah, that's the story for another day. Let's just, and so then we jump onto something else. And then they're fucking fired up to talk about something else again. Friends exist to find solace in the chaos. We can't bring chaos into friendship. You're talking about a brother, bro. Yeah, no, it's like way too many men. So, but yeah, sometimes that's why I love ChatGPT, and I'll introduce ChatGPT to my fucking child one day, because kids need to ask a lot of questions, and where better to ask them, and especially with typing, helping them with their literacy, whatever you call it. So, can you imagine giving my son a device with nothing on it but ChatGPT? Like, I'll block everything. There'll be nothing he can use but ChatGPT, right? And I'll be showing him how to type. I'll be teaching him before he's going to school. I'll be teaching him ChatGPT, how it works. People can say like, hey, ChatGPT is killing so many human ethnics and shit like that. Fuck that. ChatGPT is the best thing that could have ever happened. Over the world and stuff like that. We let our fear dictate our direction. Fuck it. I'm gonna give my kid the chance as he's scrolling to, once he gets to the point where he wants to ask too many questions, I'll just put that phone in his hand and be like, ChatGPT the fuck away. I'm not gonna abandon him with the phone, but like I said this to my girl, if we get kids and stuff like that, I would sincerely want to be present with his homework until last day of school, until he matriculates, because it's profound that homework is only a suffering to me because I wasn't helped in homework when I was young. I neglected it. I put it one side until I got so far away from what's going on in school. Because this is the thing, once you leave homework out of the question, there's a reason there's homework. Once you ignore it, going back to school tomorrow is a bit difficult because you're more backwards and you don't know anything about what's going on. Classes don't wait for you. They move on with another more complex subject. And so you're like, oh shit, what was that thing? And so, because teachers, they will always be like, did you remember last week we talked about this? So this is going to be an adaptation of that. And you'd be like, what? I didn't look at that. I didn't do the homework. Fuck. And so that's what catches us. And when you teach your son, there's like a bond. Daughter or son, whatever it is, there's like a bond. It's something that happens where, because, you know, I've seen a lot of parents, man. My parents were like that. That's why I skipped homework when I went to high school and primary. Like, I don't want to go through that because my parents used to shout, man. Fuck. You know how they do it? They're like, no, here. And you're like, oh shit. And once you scare me off, I lose all my IQ. I can't do shit. Like, you're not gonna get me to be smart by shouting on me. I don't feel free. 2 words, meditate, bro. I do meditations, but only like twice a week. I don't overexert it. I feel there's balance towards it in that matter. I try to find friends, but I never really find people around my area that are my age. Which I will not be saying my age for safety. Yeah, don't worry, don't do it. Yeah. I mean, what do you need from friends? It's kind of a good question, that. But you'll find them, don't worry. In your life, you'll find them. Anyway, I was about to paint. I'm talking... That's why I paint. Actually, Alan Watts said something like painting is a part of meditation because it blocks out thinking and you're actually starting to like get into the meditative state. You're flowing. Without thinking, you're flowing and stuff like that. So that's why also I think a part of the art pieces for me It sounds like you haven't sat down and done nothing in a while. It's good for you. Your mind needs the chance, mull it over, it's how it works. Yeah, your thoughts are scattered because your mind is struggling to communicate with itself. Do you think that's a problem? I think I'm too much in my mind in some ways, right? Like, I think I have too much going on. But it's also not because it's not against my will. I think also I entice it, like I force it onto myself. Because it's interesting what I like to do with thinking and creating stories in my head and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to master right now is how not to like overstimulate in voice. Like, I don't want to overtalk into it. I'd love to just I like to do these things, overthinking, because it doesn't exhaust me. It kind of builds energy into me. Like, I feel like hyped after doing shit like that. And so I have different things that I like to do. This cat is the weirdest. Hey, what's up, Marvel? Yeah, I don't know. I have like different ways of doing shit. As do all. I over-explain things that have happened that only I saw or heard, but then I'm really bad at explaining some things. That's one thing. I tried to as a child, right? I was the youngest in my family, and the problem was with that was we were 3 children. It was my brother and my sister. They were very older than me, and then so my brother and my sister was like older than me. Along with that punishment came with not punishment, but as a thing. So they had older friends, and whenever I was just trying to be a child, they had this thing to say like, hey, you have to be a little bit more grown up, okay, in so many situations. And then my father also didn't treat like, he didn't enjoy, obviously I think even I won't, but he didn't like if I was too much of a burden around his friends and guests and stuff like that. And it was easy for me to understand that. There was nothing unfair about it. It's good discipline, and we need to like carry out good morals. And so when we get into conversations, in fact, when we get into arguments, that's when I started to get like a mental growth. Because when something unfair happened to me, my sister was very manipulative with her words. And she'd be like, what happened? What can you say? What was the... And then I don't have the words to tell my mother or any. I'm like, fuck, man, she did this. And then that bothered me. Like, why can't I? So when I go to my room, all of a sudden, all these words will fucking storm out of me. I'm like, fuck, I should have said this. You know, everyone has that. You know, after a big, hard argument, you're like, fuck, I should have said that. So that happened to me. And then it started to give me like life lessons. I'm like, okay, you know what? From now on, I'll start to learn how to talk. I'll start to learn how to tell my ways, say my creative thinking. And it helped. I literally, like a fucking lawyer, I suited up and I was like, fuck this time I have you. So whenever they did something, I would stay quiet for a moment and just think like, how the fuck will I put this into words so they can understand how I feel about this? Why it was unfair, the perspectives, you know, whole other dimension. I'm gonna go brew, try to take some time to go somewhere pretty and proceed to do nothing for hours. Do it all. Thank you, Pizza on Pizza. Be safe, man. I know another artist, his name, oh shit, I almost deleted you, Marvel. I know another YouTube artist, his name is Keith. He's draw his name. Oh, I agree. I have 3 older siblings and 2 youngers. Oh, we need to at least enjoy our own company when we have nothing. At the end of the day, see ya later. Go easy on yourself. Thank you, man. Be safe. Thank you, Marv. You always like my stuff, man. Guys, so I'm not gonna leave or anything. What I'm going to do is, this is gonna be a little bit change. That's why Marvel, you're a bit late, but I was talking like hella a lot of shit. What's gonna happen now is, dude, this kid is already. She's asleep, man. She's just. I'm gonna paint. So I'm gonna move my phone, and then I'm not gonna talk at all, actually. I'm just gonna be me in that canvas, and I'm just gonna get the fuck into it. So I'm gonna piss first, and then I'm gonna get some coffee, and I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna paint, but I'm gonna show you guys the whole canvas, me, everything, all as well. So it's gonna get boring a little bit. It's gonna get. I don't know if I should actually do a live stream about it. I don't know. It's boring, man. Like, I don't want to fucking see someone paint. It's boring. Like, I'll fast forward everything. So I don't know. Maybe I should just like not make a whole painting thing. Maybe I should just like once I go live, I'll just show people how far I've come with it. Maybe. Because I mean, it will be a waste of space to just keep painting and people are just not watching. Like, what am I achieving here? But yeah. Well, I should just start editing some things, like this live stream today. Fuck. But yeah. Bro, she's out. Like, she's out. And she's just slaying like that. I mean, I don't know how the fuck... She's getting big, and this is the problem. Before she was very small, she would just fit on my little shoulder, but now she's getting too big. The seat is getting small for her. She's not supposed to lie on my shoulders anymore. But she doesn't want to quit. She feels like she needs to do it like this. So it's getting unbearingly... Look at that. She's getting way too big for my shoulder, man. And she still feels like she needs to do it. It's not working anymore. I'm sorry to say this, but this ride is too fucking small for you. You're not gonna win. Oh my lord, I don't know what to do with this. Honestly, I don't know. She's really trying. She's really trying to fucking make this situation work. My fear is this is too big for... She's too big for my shoulder now, and one small move and she falls. She scratches the shit out of me. And I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. But yeah. So I'm gonna take her off. I know she's like happy sleeping where she is sleeping. Don't meow like that. Okay, I'm just gonna keep her like this because she's very tired. Yeah, she scratched like I look like a victim of some murder or something, but it's just this cat. My girl, she has a scratch like this in the middle of the night. This motherfucker is like, and scratched like all the way. And I think people like have questions at work, like, "Hey, what happened?" And she has to explain to them like, "This cat I have fucked me up." People will think like there was something wrong with it, but we still love her regardless. She's just too cute. She's just a cat, man. What can she do? Okay, well, Muichiro, I have to bid you farewell, my dude. But I have to go now, and I'm gonna start with the painting, editing, stuff like that, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be wicked. Can't wait to see you guys. Cheers, man. Be safe. You can probably put it in your pocket. I'm gonna try and do that. Cheers, man.